Welcome back to our channel video. Today we are back for another tier list. This time we're gonna be doing NFL playoffs as far as like where the teams rank, and from like Super Bowl contenders down to eliminated already. So before we get into it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We really appreciate that. If you guys are new to the channel, I do Madden and NFL content. So for NFL, we do videos like this, like a tier list. We do game picks. We're gonna be doing ranking players, the new type of series I'm gonna come out with pretty soon. And then a few other ideas I have for the offseason as well. And then we've also done, like I said, game picks. We'll do playoff predictions once it's finally set, like literally like a bracket, and then, kind of choose like what we think is going to happen there. Then in Madden, we do no money spent, we do gameplays, all that type of stuff. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure you guys are subscribed. I would really appreciate that. And now into the video. So first off, I'm going to address my wide receiver tier list video. So for anybody of you that saw that, a lot of you guys didn't agree with my rankings, and honestly, I did that video terribly because my quarterback tier list video is my first video I ever did, which was my first tier list video. I'm not sure if I said video or tier list video. I meant tier list video, but either way, and you guys really liked that. And so then when I did wide receiver, I changed the rankings, which like the categories, which I really shouldn't have done that. Like if you guys liked it in the first place, there was no reason for me to like change it, because it just didn't make any sense. It also made it a lot harder because the way I did in that video, I had top 5, top 10, and then so on. Well, top 5 I had 5 players, and top 10 I had 10 players. So I wanted to try to involve as many possible players as possible, as far as like guys up at the top. So that's why like there should have been 5 in each, but I did a different way. I didn't really specify that at the beginning of the video, which for those of you that maybe not have watched to the end, you're probably very confused as to why I had 10 and like a top like another 5 category basically. And then also it was mid-season, and so I had like CeeDee Lamb in my top 5, which a lot of you guys are probably like what in the world, like above Jamar Chase and all this kind of stuff, which Jamar Chase was injured, so I'm not sure if some of you guys just didn't know about it was a mid-season thing and not like overall. Either way, though, it shouldn't have been that way. I should have just kept it as like S tier and just had like as many people as I wanted to in there, because like it just makes more sense, and that's how you guys liked it in the first place. I shouldn't have changed it, so that's completely on me. Other things were just like straight up, like I've had Terry McLaurin way too low on there. I realized that after I posted it. He's been having an incredible year. I completely disrespected him on that, so that's all on me. Moving forward, we're going to keep it how you guys like it, except this one because this is like teams. I can't do the same as players. But going forward, I have another players one coming out very soon this week that you guys are going to see, which it's going to be like kind of original ranking, so it should be a lot better. So sorry about the wide receiver one. I'll do another one when the year's over and make it like just kind of like end of year rankings. I'll go back to like the original way, so hopefully you guys like that more. But into this one right here, sorry it took a little while to go through that. So let's go over the categories first. We have Super Bowl contenders, we have deep playoffs, we have fluke run, first round exit, and eliminated. So Super Bowl contenders are pretty self-explanatory. Deep playoffs is kind of like AFC and NFC championship and then losing. Fluke run is like, I know people would say the Bengals, but I guess it wasn't really a fluke because they are actually good. But just that kind of thing, where like a team that is not expected to do well at all, it goes, like not made to the Super Bowl, but like, AFC championship maybe. So teams that could do that, I think. We have some first round exit, also maybe known as like pretenders that like have had a great year. Maybe their record's a little inflated. Maybe like they're a bit better than like what they actually are. And then eliminated is literally just teams that like maybe are already eliminated from the playoffs. So first up is the Bears. They are already eliminated, so that's not really, a fun one to do there. Justin Fields has been great, but, just not, they're not at that level yet. Bengals, I'm going to put in Super Bowl contenders. I think they are playing incredible. Joe Burrow has been very, very good, especially without divisional games. I think he's only thrown a few interceptions, maybe like 3 or 4 out of divisional games, I think. So he's been playing incredible. They have Jamar Chase back. T. Higgins is great. The defense is looking really good as well. They played the Chiefs very well in defense. They stripped Travis Kelce. They are a little light on corners with like Awuzie, and I think Mike Hilton is back now, but they've had a few guys injured there. So overall, though, I think they definitely are a Super Bowl contender. I think the Chiefs were kind of the team to beat, and they've proven that they can, beat that team. So they're definitely Super Bowl contenders. The Bills as well, I'm going to put in. I go back and forth on this because Bills fans are going to hate me if I don't put them in Super Bowl contenders. But they've had some bad losses, but they also look like they're back on track. So for right now, I'm putting them in Super Bowl contenders. I mean, the Bills are amazing. Josh Allen's amazing. They've definitely had some games they'd probably like back. Like they lost the Jets that one game. They should not have lost the Jets. That was brutal. They've had a few close finishes. They almost lost the Lions on Thanksgiving. Overall, though, I think they are a Super Bowl contender. I think maybe just kind of as of recent, it makes them seem like they're a bit worse than what they really are. I think come playoff time, they'll definitely be a Super Bowl contender. I wouldn't say deep playoffs. I think they will I could see Bengals, Bills, or, Chiefs. Obviously, getting there, but only 2 of those teams will. So this will be interesting. Broncos, it was not the ride the Broncos country was looking for there. Browns are also eliminated. The Buccaneers, I'm going to put as first-round exit if they get in because the entire NFC South is horrible. I mean, I know you never doubt Tom Brady and all that, and maybe some people would put them in a fluke run, but I just can't see there being enough there for them to actually have a fluke run. The offense just struggles way too much. They have a lot of guys back on defense, which is good, but like if the Buccaneers aren't running hurry-up offense, their offense just looks so bad sometimes. So I'm putting them in first-round exit. The Cardinals are once again, I believe, eliminated. I would think at this point they're like 4-10 or 4-11, something like that. Kyler Murray's out till next October, so that is very brutal for them. Next, the Chargers, who have clinched. So Justin Herbert is going to be making his playoff debut. Now, I am going to put them in fluke run because I don't think they are deep playoff level. But I do think if the matchups kind of align right, they definitely could maybe get there depending on their opponents. So I'm going to put them in fluke run. I like the Chargers. I think they've been a little disappointing this year, but like they were also very injured. Like Justin Herbert was banged up early. They lost Keenan Allen and Mike Williams at one point. Joey Bosa has been out. J.C. Jackson was out and all that. So they've had a lot of injuries. I'm going to put them in fluke run though. Chiefs are also Super Bowl contenders. Like I said before, only 2 teams will be able to make it to the AFC Championship. So it's going to be very interesting to see between those 3 AFC teams which ones will get there. But yeah, it's gonna be some great playoff games. I can kind of sense that coming already. Colts, yeah, no. Washington, they're going to be a first-round exit, I feel like, if they get in. I think it's very exciting that the possibility of an entire division getting in, which is really, really cool. But I don't think if they get in, they'll be able to do anything. Though, you know, maybe they're fluke run. The NFC is not as competitive as the AFC, in my opinion, so maybe that could happen. I'm going to have them first-round exit for right now, though. The Cowboys, now, I'm going to be honest. I do not like the Cowboys. I love CeeDee Lamb. Obviously, my top 5 thing, everybody kind of saw that. But I do like I do not like the Cowboys. I do like CeeDee Lamb. Do I think... Because, like, they'll destroy the Vikings, and then they'll almost lose to the Texans. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm going to put them in deep playoffs, though. I think overall they are very strong. And I wouldn't say Super Bowl contender, really, because the Cowboys somehow manage to always choke in the playoffs. But I am going to put them in deep playoffs because they do look pretty good. Dolphins... I don't know. If you asked me this 4 weeks ago, they'd be in, like, Super Bowl contenders or deep playoffs. Now, I want to put them in, like, first-round exit or fluke run. But that also depends on if Tua is playing. Because this weekend, at the time of filming this, well, I guess at the time you guys this already happened that Tua didn't play. Because I'm filming this way before. But I guess first-round exit, fluke run, deep playoffs. This is really tough. I'm going to put them in first-round exit. I really don't want to. But if Tua's not playing, then I don't trust Teddy Bridgewater to take him anywhere. If Tua is playing, then I could see them in fluke run. And the reason I'm going to put them in fluke run rather than deep playoffs under those circumstances is because I think overall the Dolphins' defense just weighs them down to go like a deep playoff run. But a fluke run, given the right matchups, I think that would be possible. But if Tua's not playing, and, you know, his health and safety has been a huge concern really all year, it feels like, I'm not really sure. I'm going to say first-round exit overall, though, because the AFC is just very competitive. The Dolphins' defense has really struggled, so I'm going to have them first-round exit. Eagles, I'm going to say deep playoffs. And so, I don't know. Looking at this, like, I can't see them getting to the Super Bowl. I don't know why, but I just can't see it happening. And I know the Cowboys beat them and the Eagles beat the Cowboys once, so they split. Once with Cooper Rush and then once without Jalen Hurts. So very even. I feel like if I put the Eagles here, I would need to put the Cowboys in Super Bowl contenders. But I just feel like the Eagles defense, well, no, because the Cowboys defense is amazing, so I don't know. That's very tough. I move the Cowboys up. Do I do that? I don't really know. But then we have nobody in deep playoffs, and I feel like the Cowboys are a deep playoff team. We'll just leave it like this at this point. I might change at the very end, go back over and, like, you know, change some stuff up. We'll leave it just at this. The Eagles have looked great all year. Some people think they're, like, you know, kind of a little inflated as far as the record goes, and they're not actually as good as the record shows. I think it's a mix of both. I think their division, or their not the division. I think their schedule has been very easy, but I think at the same time they aren't, like, actually a very good team. So I think it's a little mix of both. I'll have them Super Bowl contenders right here for right now. Falcons, I don't think they've been eliminated from the playoffs. Maybe they have now. I can't even remember. Either way, I'm just gonna put them in elimination. Might be a little disrespectful, but I feel like for the NFC South, it's between the Buccaneers and Panthers right now. Anyway, Giants. They've got to go in first round exit. I don't see them winning a game in the playoffs. Honestly, I don't know why. I want to put them in fluke runs. I do like the Giants are a very likable team, but I don't see that happening. Honestly, the Jaguars, and this might come as a surprise. I'm going to put them in fluke run, assuming they make it, because I think as of right now, I guess before this weekend you guys just saw, because I'm filming this like a week prior, because I'm not gonna be in town to film videos. I guess I haven't mentioned that. I probably should have. But either way, the Jaguars, as of right now, are leading the division. If they win the division, I believe if it were to end right now the season, they play the Ravens, which, in my opinion, the Jaguars could totally beat the Ravens. They already did it once. I think they could probably do it again. And I don't think it really fits deep playoffs because they're not that strong of a team. But given some luck, like just some luck in general and some lucky matchups, I think fluke run's probably more realistic. I don't think they'll lose in the first round. I honestly think the Jaguars will pull off a first round win if they get in. The Jets, though, they're a first round exit, I think, if they get in, which really, I don't like doing that. I think the Jets are a very exciting team to watch, but I don't think there's enough there for them to win a playoff game. They did manage to beat the Bills, but just their constant quarterback changing, the offense looking horrible at times. It's just really not what you want to see. Though I will say if they get in, they might be able to pull off a win. I'm going to say first round exit just because as of right now, they might not even get in. So, it's kind of hard for me to say like, oh, well, fluke run, but like, they're as of right now not even in. So I'm going to say first round exit for them. The Lions, I don't think they're eliminated yet. Technically, like mathematically speaking, I don't think they're eliminated. I don't think they'll get in, but I guess assuming, I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to put them in eliminated because they're not eliminated. I'm just going to say first round exit. I don't think they'll get in. Well, I don't know. Fluke run, though? Like, the Lions' offense is really... Okay, you know what? I'm going to put first round exit just because their defense is so bad. Their offense is really good, and they're a fun team to watch. But the Panthers just rushed for, like, 300... Or maybe it was, like... I think it was 360 yards. Either way, it was a lot of yards. I think it was 360 on the Lions, and that's just not going to cut it in the playoffs. I'm going to say first round exit solely because of their defense. The Packers are... with Rodgers, they could be a fluke run. As much as I don't want to say that. So, we'll put them in fluke run. I don't really want to, but it feels like with Aaron Rodgers, anything is possible. Even though he hasn't played his best all year, I feel like if they manage to get in, I could see them winning maybe a game or even two in the playoffs. But I don't know. Again, I'll look at this at the very end, move things around. Panthers, as much as I want to put fluke run in for Sam Darnold, I don't think it's going to happen. If the Panthers get in, which I think is very possible, I think it's going to be a first-round exit, unfortunately. The Patriots, once again, I think they'll be a first-round exit if they manage to get in, which, again, I'm not sure if they will. The Raiders, I'm just going to say eliminated. They benched Derek Carr as of today, so I don't see them winning games to somehow get in the playoffs if that's even still possible for them, so I'm going to say eliminated. The Rams are eliminated, but it's kind of fun to watch Mayfield after he won that one game with like 2 days to learn the playbook. So, but it doesn't really matter for playoffs. The Ravens, I'm going to say, are a first round exit. And the reason I'm going to say that is because, like I said, if as of right now they play the Jaguars, and if I'm picking the Jaguars to beat them, I don't think there's a single team that's going to make the playoffs where I'm going to pick the Ravens to win that, especially with Lamar being hurt. If he comes back, it's going to be his first time playing in a while. I just don't like the chances there. I'm going to say first-round exit for the Ravens, which is a bummer because I do like Lamar a lot, but I just don't see that happening. The Saints, I think it's still possible for them to make the playoffs, but I'm just going to lead them in, I don't know. Eliminator first-round exit, I'm not really sure. I guess they haven't been eliminated yet, so I guess I'll throw them in a first-round exit because, I don't see them winning a game. The Seahawks... I would love to put them in a fluke run, but they've kind of fallen apart. No Tyler Lockett now. They've got to go in first round exit if they get into the playoffs. And the Steelers, I don't think are eliminated yet, so we'll just throw them in first round exit as well. It's been a while since we saw a good team. 49ers, I'm going to say, are Super Bowl contenders. And I honestly think this is with Brock Purdy or Jimmy G. I think either way, the 49ers offense is just so good with so many weapons that I think really with Brock Purdy or Jimmy G in there, I think they can win games. And even if the offense struggles with like Brock Purdy in or Jimmy G, honestly, their defense is so good that they can slow teams down to force turnovers, get points off turnovers. The 49ers are a very good team, so I'm leaving them in Super Bowl contenders for sure. The Texans are Super Bowl. No, I mean, come on, they're eliminated. There's not really much to really talk about there. The Titans, I think if they get in their first round exit, they are very bad in my opinion. I think they are very lucky to play in the division that they are in, or else they would have a lot less wins. The Vikings, I'm going to say, are a deep playoff team. I can't see them winning the Super Bowl, but I could see them going deep into the playoffs. So, I don't know. Let's look at this. So, for right now, we have Super Bowl contenders. We have the Bengals, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the 49ers. For deep playoffs, we have Cowboys and Vikings. For possible fluke runs, we have the Chargers, Jaguars, and Packers. For first round exits, we have Buccaneers, Washington, Dolphins, Giants, Jets, Lions, Panthers, Patriots, Ravens, Saints, Seahawks, Steelers, Titans, and then the teams that are eliminated, or if they're not eliminated, are basically eliminated. I guess I should probably move a few teams. Like, I'm just going to move the Steelers down to eliminate because I don't think they're going to get in. I should probably do the same to the Saints so we can kind of free up that line a little bit more. I know mathematically speaking they're not technically eliminated, but like for them to get in, a lot has to happen. So I'm going to clean that up a little bit right there. I think the Lions are only like a game or two back. Like they might be able to win out and then have a couple more things happen for them to get in the playoffs. I'll leave them there, and I'll leave the rest of the teams here as well. So yeah, for those, I'm not really sure. For first round exit teams, so I want to move anyone up. Like you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move the Dolphins up to fluke run because if Tua's playing, I think that's definitely possible. But the reason I'm not putting them in deep playoffs is because of their defense. They've just really struggled. They lost to the Packers. Though, I mean, to be fair, Tua gave them the ball quite a few times, even though he was, probably concussed at the time. Any other first round exit teams I want to move up? I want to move the Panthers up, but, I can't do that. I just, there's just not enough there. Especially J.C. Horn hurt. So I'm going to leave it at this. I know this might seem a little off. The only thing I don't like is where the Dolphins are, to be honest. Like, I don't like having them here, but I don't want to put them here or here, though. So it's kind of awkward. I'm still thinking this over. It's been a couple minutes. I don't want to put them in deep playoffs, but, like, they're a great team. I feel like it could definitely happen. But I think at this point with the injury to Tua and their defense struggling, I think fluke run's probably more realistic than deep playoffs at this point. So I'll leave them there. I think I like where this is for right now. So we'll leave it at this. Let me know down below what teams you disagree with, because I'm sure there's going to be some people who disagree with them. Like, whatever team, obviously you have to have confidence in your team that you'll win games. So I totally understand if you disagree. Comment that down below if you agree or disagree, though. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I should have another tier list video out for you guys here pretty soon. And then once the playoffs is set, we will do an actual playoff bracket, like March Madness basketball style, picking teams and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.